Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to start this tune up by removing this distributor here, since it's the heart of the ignition system and the hardest part to get to. I'm going to let Lucas explain the tools he's going to use right here to get this job done.
We're going to use a 1/2-inch wrench and a notepad in case you need to write anything down. Got the fancy pen.
Alright. Just a little tip for you right there. We done mark number 1 on the distributor. Lucas, what's the firing order on this motor?
It's 18436572.
That's what your little notepad comes in handy there for. What cylinders we have right here on the driver's side, Lucas?
This is 1, 3, 5, and 7.
And then so the passenger side would be
2, 4, 6, and 8.
Sounds good. Okay, Luke, what's the first thing we need to do to get this job done?
Well, we gotta remove this air filter and to get to the distributor.
Okay, let's go ahead and get going with that.
This here is the distributor.
Okay, now we got the air cleaner off. What's the next step, Lucas?
We gotta take these spark plug wires off.
And since you already know the firing order, we shouldn't have to worry about this. If you're unsure about it, it wouldn't hurt to put a little tape on each one and mark them as you go. Okay, we had to move the ignition coil to the side to give us a little room to access this bolt for the distributor hold down clamp. Lucas, you want to show us where the bolt's at? Or was at?
Right there. That little hole with the threads.
And then you clamp and you bolt.
Oh, right here. A little greasy.
Yeah. Looks like she had an intake gasket leak at one time. Alright, now I'm going to show you a little trick about these Mopars. Pop that cap off right there on that distributor. Alright, so we can see that the rotor is pointing pretty much to the back of the truck.
Yeah.
So when we go to put it back in, we didn't mark where the distributor was at. On these Mopars, it can only be dead on or 180 off. So on reassembly, just remember that the rotor needs to point towards the rear of the truck. We didn't mark the timing as far as the distributor location. We felt like the timing was a little bit off from the get-go, so we'll throw a timing light on it when we put it back together. Alright, let's go ahead and pop that distributor out of there. Should just be able to lift straight up on it. Plug in, there you go, got your plug in caught up. Just lay it up here on the radiator, right here. There you go, plug it, hold up, you don't want no dirt falling down inside there. Yeah, hang on. By the looks of the old distributor, the button's been changed on it, but pickup coil don't look too good. Okay, now we got that unit out. Gonna take it inside, put it on the workbench and tear it apart. One thing we forgot to mention before we started this video is always be sure to disconnect your battery, especially when you're working on electrical components. Okay, y'all, we got this distributor here on the workbench. Put down that cap there and see, it's pretty pitted and corroded. Looks like somebody's put a new rotor button on it previously. But that ignition pickup coil looks like it's seen better days. We're gonna get you set up on a tripod here and let Lucas tear apart this distributor right here. I went ahead and pried that reluctor wheel off there for Lucas. Just took 2 old junk screwdrivers. They're not that hard to get off, just wedge it up underneath there and work it up off the shaft of the distributor. Just make sure not to lose your little roll pin there. That's what keeps your reluctor wheel on the shaft. Couple of days, we get the right pickup in stock for this thing. Just in case y'all wondering, it's a 9-vacuum advance distributor. Part number CR106. That Lucas put this thing back together. timing light on it or nothing yet. It sounds like she's running pretty smooth though.